Hello, everybody. It's Dr. Rick dropping in on you. Hope everybody is having an unbelievable week. I am so excited about the things that are taking place. It has been a journey, but uh, I am about getting everything out of life. If you've listened to me, you've heard me say more than one time, I live my life on full so that when I leave this place, I die on E. I don't want to take any potential to be better, any potential to have a larger impact, any potential to change someone's life or help someone get past something that I'm capable of doing. So I wake up every day and I give that day all I have for that day. And I do this consistently so that whenever my time comes, I will leave this place having given all of me to my promise, to my purpose, to my potential. And I challenge you to do the same thing. Look, it's Wealth Building Wednesday, and I want to get to it ASAP. I got a client at the top of the hour, so I'm going to get through this stuff quickly. But I definitely want to tell you about something that I'm really, really, really super excited about. And I'm going to drop a video shortly after I finish this live session. I'm going to drop a video about this, but I want to tell you about it and give you a head start on it because it's limited, but it's so powerful. Have you ever set up and knew that was something you wanted to do? You knew that it was a path to get there. You knew that it was something you weren't doing right or something you were doing wrong, or it was something and you didn't know what it was. What if there was someone who could help you create your own personalized growth plan? Because remember what I told you. You don't get what you want, you get who you are. You get who you are capable of becoming. And that is what I want to help people do. Become the best version of themselves so that they can produce and create the things in life that they desire to experience, desire to have. And so, what I came up with, because I also told you guys last year that I was going to be reducing the number of people I interacted with or did one on ones with for the purpose of being able to scale out the business and reach more people. And we've already begun it. We're scaling back. It's a scary part because that's leaving a lot of money on the table, but it also is taking the bottleneck off and opening up so that we can build and expand out and do what we need to do. And one of the ways we're doing that is I've created these online courses. This isn't about an online course. This is where we do an interview and we get your information and we create a personalized plan. The beauty of this personalized plan is it's just that there's no other plan on the planet like it. Not just no other plan outside of our organization. No other person in our organization, no other client will have your plan. Your plan will be based off your background, your origin, your current state, where you want to go, your gifts, your strengths, your weaknesses. It's going to be based off of it, and it's going to be a uniquely designed plan. It's the same model I use when I work with my clients, but this is a self-paced situation where everything is in front of you and you have access to all these tools, which I'm just going to run down to you really quick. This is a personalized plan now. And then you're going to get a free personality test, a free disc assessment, free goal assessment, free lifetime membership in the Epic Realm community of high achievers. So far, we're at $500+ worth of stuff that you're going to get for this course. Worksheets, action guides, checklists, plans, templates to help you literally map out this plan that we have and to walk into it. There are going to be live Q&A sessions at least once every other week. I'm going to try to do a bunch of back-to-backs as well. I'm going to be doing the predominance of these Q&As, but I'm going to be bringing in other experts, many of which are former clients of mine and experts in their industry, high achievers in their industry. I'm going to bring them on and let them share in these Q&As. In the Epic Realm, you're going to have access to them on a regular basis because they are a part of the Epic Realm community of high achievers. You're going to get discounted, a minimum of 50% discounted access to any of our online courses, existing or to come. So you're going to have access to that. Also, you're going to have access to mindful practice tools, accountability partner program where we connect you with like-minded people that we feel will be a ideal fit for you so that you can hold one another accountable on your journey. And we also have bonus modules for development that go beyond the scope of what it is that you're signing up for. And we'll get an idea of what that looks like, and we'll pass those bonuses on to you at no additional charge. And all of this is set up to be done at $99. $99. Now, here's the thing. Because of the pricing and because of the heavy end on delivery of everything that has to be done, we're limiting it to 100 people. So the first 100 people who sign up will get access to this. It will be, the offer will be suspended until delivery is fulfilled or until we get close enough to fulfilling the delivery on those 100 before we open it up again. I don't know if that's a month, 6 months, or how long it takes. We want to get delivery, but we also want to be able to track. We want to know how it's working, what people are doing before we open it up again. But again, for $99, you're going to get everything I just said. The link is in the description box. I'm going to drop some more stuff on that in a second. But I want to get to why I'm here today, Wealth Building Wednesday. What are we going to talk about today on Wealth Building Wednesdays? We are going to talk about the importance of knowing the fees and commissions of your investments. And this is predominantly in spaces where you're investing in some sort of stock or you're investing in some other area. And why is it important? Because when I did the interviews to create the Legacy Wealth Academy's Path to Generational Wealth course, I talked to the top performers, and there were just these certain themes that no matter who I talked to, this would come up in the conversation. And there are a number of them. One of them is asymmetric risk reward. Another one is diversity across assets. Another one is understanding and knowing your tax liability for any investment. The other one is knowing what your investment will cost you. People think about investing, but they don't think about costs. It costs to invest. It actually costs to go in debt. You literally are paying for a loan. That's what interest is. It's the paying for the loan. Well, in investing, you're paying for the gain, and you're going to pay in a number of ways. You're going to pay in tax, capital gains tax. You're going to pay in fees. You're going to pay in commissions. And so you need to be aware of that. So the first thing I'm going to tell you is some reasons why you need to know what this is. The first one is it affects your returns. Okay, whatever you are going to pay in fees and commissions is going to be subtracted from what your gains are. So you need to know your fees and commissions so that you can also be aware of what your potential return on any investment is going to be. What is it going to cost me so that I can subtract that from what my projected returns are so I can get a net return projection. So that's immensely important to understand. That's the first thing. The second thing is they're not the same. They're not the same with every broker. They're not the same with every situation, whether you're investing in stock, whether you're investing, for instance, a mutual fund is going to have a higher insurance return. And on, hold on, something's coming in. Well, anyway, where was I? Investing in mutual funds, purchasing an index, doing an annuity, all these different things are going to have different things. Then the broker that you use is going to have their own fees. And I want to get into brokers in just a second, but I want to say, here's the big reason why you want to know your fees. They can be negotiated. Fees definitely can be negotiated. Commissions can be negotiated as well. And I'm going to get into fees and negotiate and commissions and why you need to be aware of that. But you can negotiate them. You can say, look, I'm not willing to pay that. I want to get into this. I want to buy this product. I want to get onto this, but I'm not willing to pay those fees for it. It's not worth it for me to pay those fees. I want a higher return. And what you're doing is asking them to cut their profit margin to make it a sweeter deal for you. Most brokers, most agents are going to do it. It's not what they want to do, but most of them are going to count on the fact that you don't know, that you don't understand, that you aren't aware of it. And so they just tell you, hey, this is what's going on. The average person isn't even asking what the fees and commissions are. They're going in and they're just signing up and they're saying, okay, I want this, I want this, I want to do this, I want to do that. You've got to become highly educated on the dynamics of how things are going to move in the world of finance to increase your level of success, because there are just going to be times you're going to be off, you're going to lose, but you want to reduce that so that you are able to win overall. And one of the ways you do that, obviously, is through diversity of across assets, meaning that you don't have all your eggs in one basket. And so by diversifying and strategically doing it, you put yourself in a situation where your different investments actually hedge one another. And so that when you lose in one, the success in the others hedge that loss, so you don't experience the loss in many instances, or you mitigate the loss. So that's important. But you want to be able to negotiate. The other reason is that you want to be in control of what's going on, and it'll also show you who is a better fit for you as far as financial manager, financial advisor, broker, agent, all these different people that you can come in contact with. There are two terms that I want to introduce to you before we get off of here. And then we're actually going to be done today, because like I said, I got to prepare for a client at the top of the hour. But check this out. Fiduciary, non-fiduciary. What is a fiduciary? A fiduciary is someone who's held to a higher standard of the advice they give you about your investments, what you can do with your money, how you can do with your money. And so they're held to a standard where they actually act. Now, this is going to sound crazy. And for those who may be wondering, like I said, I didn't create the Legacy Wealth Academy based off of my area of expertise, but I'm not totally dumb or stupid in the area either. Back in the early 2000s, I literally became licensed for a while and immediately realized it wasn't the world for me. And I'm going to tell you why now. Number one is you have to be licensed under a broker. You have to be licensed under someone who is sponsoring your license. And second of all, depending on who that is, you're going to have some situations that's going to sort of control how you move. And it's not always something that I consider to be the most ethical, because people are trusting you with their financial future. So let me tell you why that is and why I decided to get out of it. Interesting, but it's just things that if I look at something, I decide I want to do it, I'll do it just for the sake of saying I went through the highest challenge of learning something in a particular industry so that I could better myself in that industry. It's not the first time that I've done it. And the thing is, I had no financial background when I decided to do it. I just decided this is what I'm going to do. Went and found a company in Canada, UAG, who was willing to sponsor me, went to the classes and the courses that they were holding in my area, and took the test, passed the freaking test for the first time. And if anybody has ever been in that industry understands what I'm talking about, you know that's a brag, because they were bringing in all these young college kids who were taking all these courses, spending all this money on this course, that course, that course, so they could pass the exam, and they were failing 3-4 times, right? And I took it and passed it the first time. But here's the problem. You got fiduciary, you got non-fiduciary. A fiduciary is held to a standard where they are literally actually required to give you the best advice that's in your best interest, not theirs. They have to put their earnings, their commissions, everything else on the back burner. Their number one goal is that they are going to give you the best advice based on what your personal needs are, based on where you're at, so that you have the best chance of gaining in this engagement or from their advice. Now, out of licensed financial advisors, agents, broker, whatever, out of 335,000 licensed in the US, only 10% are fiduciaries. So somewhere around 30,000 total in this entire country are fiduciaries. And you got to even be careful now with them, but they're fiduciaries. So they're required to actually act on your best behalf. Most are what is known as a non-fiduciary financial agent in whatever way that is, from insurance agents all the way down. Okay, so when you're a non-fiduciary, you only have to believe that you're giving good advice, or that what you are selling the client is a good fit. It doesn't have to be proven at the standard of a fiduciary standard, to where you can put the customers first. In other words, a non-fiduciary agent can literally sell you something based solely off of how much the commission they're going to make. And that's the problem I ran into. When you are actually operating under a broker, there are certain packages and certain products, financial products and packages, that they literally get high commissions for pushing and selling to their clients. And it's not necessarily the best thing for the client, but that's where you make the money. And you got to know that these brokers and these agents are in there on that phone constantly pushing this stuff to these clients in record number. And these clients are saying, because you are an expert, because you are licensed in this field, I trust you. And the problem is, they're paying high commissions, they're paying high fees, and the product may not even be a good, solid product to place into their portfolio. But yet, here they are. And so my thing is, find someone you can trust, but more importantly, educate yourself. Put in the time, energy, and effort it takes to learn what's going on. One of the first things that I was told when I decided I wanted to really, truly get heavily off into it and take it seriously is learn the game before you play the game. And it doesn't mean learn everything. It means, okay, what can I get into that I'm pretty sure this thing is going to work? What I can tell you is compound growth. You need to be invested in compound growth. You need a compound growth mechanism. The most effective and high performing over time that I've seen are index funds, the S&P 500, Vanguard. Those are products that over time work 8.2 to 10% like clockwork. Yeah, you're gonna have fluctuations as the market does what it does, but like clockwork, just consistently. And go play with an online interest calculator and put in how much you are going to give a month, every month, and then watch what happens over time with that. Then see what happens in a year, what happens in 5 years, what happens in 10 years with that. That is your long-term play, along with the acquisition of real estate, the acquisition of property. Property is power. Those are the things that you should know. Now, the best way to go about doing those things, you need to learn, but those are the things you get into. Now, you need to learn how to read financials. You need to learn how to do research on companies. You need to understand how you find out what to invest in long term. And that should be your goal. What can I buy and hold? The more activity you have in transacting, the more chances you have of screwing up. Find the things that are solid and hold on to them. Those are your assets. Jumping in and out of assets will allow you to exchange. You may buy low, sell high, all that stuff, but I guarantee you, while actively trading on the stock market is a way to get rich quick, it's also the fastest way to go broke I've ever seen in my life. You can do better and I'm not exaggerating, you can do better in Vegas than trying to play that actively day trading bull crap that everybody tries to sell you on. Because I was able to hear from some of the Ray Dalio, even Warren Buffett, David Swenson, oh God, who else that said this to me? But I'm thinking somebody else said it, but all four of them said, and these are the biggest players in their particular fields in investing, all said they can't predict the market. Now, when I heard that, I was shocked. But like, how are you winning? Diversity, picking good, solid stocks, not playing the market, playing the performance of the stocks or the assets. Not trying to determine it's too many things that impact how the market moves. Political things, geographical things, natural disasters. I mean, it's so many different things that can impact the market. You can't predict all of it because you don't know what's going to happen. But what you can do is, with a great deal of success, choose companies that are going to survive it no matter what happens. That's your win. That's how you win. And so what I'm trying to get you to understand in this is you got to cover your costs. You've got to know what it's going to cost you. Here's a little something extra for you. Do you realize that on average, 17.6, $17.7 billion are paid out in fees on 401k plan? 17.5 billion just in 401k fees. And it's hidden in all the little paperwork you get with your 401k. That's money that you're losing. That's money that people who have invested in their retirement through 401ks, they're losing that money via fees. And the fees are so hidden in the documentation that there was a law under the Obama administration. That was a law that was created that was supposed to create a fiduciary standard in producing and presenting to 401k holders the fee schedule, but it went from several hundred pages to 50 pages. So again, unless you have a financial advisor, an accountant, or somebody that can explain it to you, you still are probably not going to understand all of the different fees that are hitting you there. So again, this is a game you need to learn how to play, because what will happen is you'll buy into the idea that you're doing what you're supposed to do. Everybody's doing 401k, retirement plan, pension plan, all these different things. But if you don't understand what it's costing you, if you don't understand how the devaluation or the devaluation of certain currency is going to impact how that growth matters. Again, something that's only growing at 2 or 3% is probably not growing at the rate of inflation and the devaluation of the currency. And so you're still losing money. So you want something that's going to produce at a higher rate than whatever is causing and pushing inflation, whether it's the devaluation of currency, whether it's supply and demand, whatever it is. You need to be able to understand that. Again, doesn't mean you've got to be an expert before you start. It means that you need to be aware of whatever decision you're making, what the outcome could be, and how to do the best part of it. So you learn step by step. That's why I created Legacy Wealth, so that people could actually sit up and have a literal curriculum that they could learn from, and literally build based off of what they learn in that curriculum. That 18-month course is that it is. But on that note, look, I'm gonna get ready to get out of here. Get ready for this client at the top of the hour. Again, if you want your own personalized growth plan, 6-month growth plan, and everything that I mentioned in the beginning of this video, click the link in the bottom of the description box. Go ahead and sign up. You're not going to beat $99 no matter what you think. And this is your own personalized growth plan. This isn't something that you're just going to get something in your email that everybody else is getting. You're going to literally fill out a questionnaire. You're going to do a personality test. You're going to do a DISC assessment, a goal assessment. And out of that, you're going to have your particular 6-month process worked out for you, the steps you're going to have to take over that 6-month period, month 1, month 2, month 3, and you do those things and you will have experienced growth, specific growth in specific areas based off of what you need to do. This is something I'm excited about. It's a first, so I'm excited about that. So look at the link in the description box, click the link, sign up, because we're only accepting the first 100 people so that we can make sure we deliver the quality product in a timely manner. On that note, I'm gonna get ready to get out of here. As I always say, I live my life on full so that when I leave this place, I die on E. I'm challenging you to do the same thing in this world. This world needs you to be the best that you can be. You were designed to do something extraordinary in this world. You were not designed to be average. You were not designed to be mediocre. You were not designed to simply exist and survive in this world and just get through it. You were designed to come here and make your presence felt as a representation of the designer. And when you don't do that, you fail the designer. And so one thing that I made up in my mind is I was not going to fail God. I was not going to fail my designer. I was not going to come here and not understand the assignment. And so that's what I'm challenging you to do. On that note, look, I'm going to get ready to get out of here. I hope that everyone has an unbelievable remainder of your day. Stay tuned. I'm going to have a short video drop in roughly 5 minutes. And it's going to explain in greater detail and give you more information. The whole setup for the personal growth plan. So stay tuned. You guys have an unbelievable day. I'm out of here.